They boarded like strangers, 40 years apart from a moment neither knew would matter. Yet destiny had reserved their seats side by side again. The hum of Buenos Aires' Ezeiza airport filled the air, rolling suitcases, echoing announcements, 1,000 private stories crossing paths unnoticed. Natalia adjusted her scarf as she stepped onto the plane, a hint of nervousness in her smile. She wasn't fond of flying, not since she was a little girl clutching the armrest on her first trip in 1971. In row 14 she paused. A man already sat there, silver at his temples, book in hand. He looked up, offered a polite nod. "Window or aisle?" "Aisle, thank you," she replied, settling in. The plane hummed to life. Small talk followed, weather, routes, delays. But then something shifted. He mentioned he disliked turbulence ever since his first flight, as a child. Afraid but comforted by a girl with braids who kept talking about clouds shaped like dragons. Natalia froze. She remembered that flight, the shaky plane, the little boy who wouldn't stop fidgeting until she pointed outside and told him stories. Her breath caught. "Did you fly from Buenos Aires to Madrid? Summer of 71? His eyes widened. "Your name? Was it Natalia?" She gasped. He whispered her childhood nickname. Recognition sparked, not in faces changed by decades, but in memory. The engines roared as though amplifying the moment. The world beyond the cabin dimmed. Suddenly the two seats were a time capsule. They laughed in disbelief. The coincidence was absurd. Millions of seats, thousands of flights, and yet here they were again, strangers reunited in the same configuration. Two frightened kids, now two reflective adults. The conversation deepened. He spoke of how that little girl gave him courage, how he remembered her braids more vividly than the clouds. She confessed that she never forgot the trembling boy with wide eyes. As the plane cut through thick cloud layers, Natalia glanced at him. Older, changed, yet unmistakably the same spirit she'd once comforted. "Funny," she said softly. "I always thought that moment mattered only to me." He smiled. "It shaped me more than you know. I became a pilot for 10 years because of that flight." The air shifted with turbulence, rattling trays. Instinctively he steadied her hand, just as she once had steadied his. 40 years folded into a heartbeat. When the wheels touched down, they exchanged contact details, lingered at the gate, reluctant to part. Passengers streamed past, none aware they'd witnessed a reunion written long before boarding. Sometimes life loops back, stitching threads you didn't know were loose, proof that small moments echo across years, and strangers may be waiting to return. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share and subscribe to help the channel grow.